Alrighty, team. We're so excited for you guys to have you. We are here to celebrate April. We will go down and recognize everyone here shortly. And by the way, just so that you guys know, one random winner that is on the Zoom call, we are going to do a drawing. So we will announce it probably after the Zoom or before the Zoom. We'll see whatever Emily wants to decide. But you guys are going to get a little prize just for hopping on and joining and sharing the excitement to celebrate April. As Emily said, there's a bunch of new people on this call, and you probably don't know who we all are. So I'm Yvonne Cannon. I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus, one of the top 3 ranks of the companies. So no matter what, whoever you fall under, you are somehow under me. I joined Plexus 6 years ago through my sponsor. Honestly, you guys, when I joined Plexus, it was, I thought it was going to be the magic skinny drink where I was going to lose a ton of weight. It ended up helping me with so many health issues. In the past 6 years, our team that has been with us from either the beginning or has joined in my middle transactions of life, you guys have seen me go through a lot with Plexus. And because of this opportunity, within 14 months of me joining Plexus, I was able to quit my full-time job. I was a retail supervisor. You can ask Emily and Holly, because Emily was definitely there during that whole process of me joining. I was working 40 to 60 hours a week. Retail life is crazy. I was remodeling $1 million stores, and it was a lot of work. I was missing moments away from my kids, and I had no idea that Plexus was going to be the answer for me to live my dream of being a stay-at-home mom. So Plexus retired me from corporate America. The second thing that Plexus has been there for me, as you guys know, when I lost my mom, it was kind of interesting to walk away from my business for a few months so that I could grieve. Yes, I was still kind of working, but during the time when I lost my mom unexpectedly and all the expenses that came with that, like if it wasn't for Plexus, I don't know how I would have made it through that transaction of life. And then the last recent thing was about over a year ago is going through a divorce, like transitioning from a 2-house income family, supporting 2 boys, to mainly being to pretty much providing for my kids and now being a single mom. So it's just crazy how this opportunity has been there through these transactions of my life and all these seasons. And it's just an incredible blessing. And I'm just so excited. So that's me. So at the very beginning, so I needed one more person to go silver. I really didn't know what silver meant. Even my sponsor didn't know silver meant. It was like announced 2 or 3 weeks later that I went silver, because when I got my first paycheck, I was like, what is this about? But I kind of got the idea of silver, but I needed one more person to go silver. And the person that made me go silver was Holly Torres. And so there you go, Holly. You go for it.
What?
Hey guys,
I do. Watch
You want to watch Paw Patrol?
Yeah.
I do not have Emily and Yvonne's energy right now. Can you guys hear me? Yes? No? Maybe so. Yeah? Okay, sweet. I don't look bougie like Emily with her fur and all that. I am not a morning person. You put me on at 9 o'clock at night with a cocktail, I'm yours. Our next one is going to be at 9 o'clock at night. So, I am sitting here with my precious little 3-year-old that is not a morning person either. But anyways, I'm Holly Torres. I've been with Plexus for 6 years now, 2014. I joined because Yvonne was a bugaboo and would not leave me alone. She knew she had a passion. She knew I needed it, but I, in my mind, did not need anything. I had the gyms and I was eating my blueberries to get healthy. Oh, Paw Patrol. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I got to put Paw Patrol on. Let's see if it'll work. I don't know if it's going to work. We're totally breaking the rules, and I drove to my mother-in-law's house, so I don't know how her TV and stuff works. But anyways, so I joined with no intentions of taking the products. I joined because Yvonne wouldn't leave me alone. I joined with full intentions of bringing it, telling her I was going to take it and get my money back just so she would leave me alone. And then I was put in the hospital for the bazillionth time with some health issues. I lived in the emergency room. I met Emily through deployment because our husbands deployed together, and I was that crazy first-time wife deployment, texting her, calling her, oh my gosh, what's this mean? What's this mean? She's like, girl, go to the gym, go take a shower, go do you for a minute. No news is good news. We'll find out if something bad happened. So I remember I'd be on the treadmill and she's like, get a girl, get a girl. Don't worry about them. You'll be like, it'll happen. So Emily was like my confidant. She was there to help. What? My goodness, you're so demanding. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. So I met Emily, and then I remember being put in the hospital. My mom is a nurse. She had worked all night, and I was a first time mom. My husband was deployed. I had health issues. I was 27, 28, I think, and I was put in the hospital again and in excruciating pain. They couldn't control my pain. They said, all right, well, here's some Percocet, here's some Vicodin, go home. And I was laying on the couch, and my brother was crushing up pills, shoving them down my throat because I was in so much excruciating pain from my stomach that I couldn't function. And that is when I was like, all right, I'm done. I can't live on pain pills. I have a 2-year-old that wants to play with me, and this isn't the life that I dreamed of. I dreamed about being a stay-at-home mom. P.S. I went to school and I am a manicurist, but don't look at my nails now. And I was like, all right, I'm married now. We're going to do this. I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom. But I couldn't because of my health. And they weren't helping me at all. So the doctors were like, yep, we don't know. Here's some pain pills. Go home. So it's like, all right, got these products sitting on my counter. Maybe I should just drink them. Yvonne told me to get the triplex. What'd I do? I got Accelerator and Slim because I don't listen. So I started with Accelerator and Slim. I was going to the gym 5 days a week. I was eating high antioxidant foods because of the diseases that I had. I needed to increase those. So I was doing all the things right. I was drinking my gallon of water. I wasn't drinking alcohol. I wasn't eating my potatoes. I was eating freaking rice pilaf, broccoli, and salmon because I wanted to be the hot wife. I wanted to lose weight. I didn't want to get healthy. I wanted to lose weight for when my husband came home. So I started taking the products, and I have not been in the ER, in the emergency room, in any doctor's office other than giving birth to my second child since I started actively consistently taking my products. So that's a huge thing for me. And I remember, I think it was like a week before Emily joined, I had posted, like, I haven't been in the, like, doctors and nurses were noticing, like, hey, because I'd see them through town. You haven't been here. What's going on? My mom started noticing I was feeling better. Like, friends and family are like, hey, girl, are you okay? Like, did you have something done? Whatever. And I was like, no, I started these products. And so then I started getting these commission checks. And fun random fact, when I joined, we didn't have direct deposit, or no, we had the option of direct deposit, but we also had checks mailed to us. So I thought Plexus was a scam. So I had them mail me a check, and I kept getting these checks, and I would just hoard them because I didn't want to put them into our bank account and then take all this money and us be screwed. Like, Chris was in Afghanistan. I was living with my mom, and so I hoarded all these, and so then I deposited them into our savings. I didn't touch them for like probably a month, and I was like, all right, they cleared. I keep getting more money. All right, maybe this is legit. It took me 2 years to do direct deposit. 2 years. No, 1 year. Because when I hit Emerald, it was direct deposit. So 1 year to get direct deposit. But so fast forward, Emily and I were obviously friends, but she was completely against network marketing. I quote her status, do not message me, do not talk to me. I want nothing to do with network marketing. Then I woke up on July 4th. You have a new ambassador. I screenshot it. I send it to her. I'm like, what is this? It was accident. I'm so sorry. I'll have it deleted. I'm sure you were just looking. She's like, no, but tell Chris to tell Scotty we're doing this. And I'm like, what? What? You guys are going to fight? He's in Afghanistan. Scotty's going to kill you. And then it happened. She started taking it. She ran. The guys came home. We would go out to dinner. Scotty would get pissed at her, turn her data off. We'd be sitting there eating, and he'd be like, da-da-da-da-da. Emily, we're socializing right now. They would fight and fight and fight, but Emily and I freaking ran with it. We're like, all right, we can make some money. We can be our own bosses. We can make our own money. And Emily surpassed me, obviously. She's a freaking rock star. I hit Emerald 1 year and 1 day after I joined. And what I didn't know about that was that Chris was going to he got home from deployment, was like, I want out. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be away from you guys. I want out. He had a son from a previous marriage, and he didn't want to miss out on that either. He didn't, because our next option was we were going to move to Hawaii or North Carolina, I believe. And he's like, no, I want to be in California. I don't want to miss out on anybody else. Chris got out in January. April, I hit Emerald, but fun, sucky fact, April, we got served with custody orders that she was moving Dominic across state, the county, the country. I can't even talk. See, it's too early. She moved him to Minnesota. So my husband gave up his 11-year career to be there. And we found out that because he was quote unquote unemployed, even though he was transitioning into being a California Highway Patrol, she moved him across the country. My paycheck for Emerald, my bonus, my $10,000 check went straight to an attorney because we had to fight for custody because she had all grounds to take full custody because he was unemployed, and it was a mess. So I witnessed my husband having 4 panic attacks, which Marines don't cry. He had 4 panic attacks in 1 week. We gave our attorney my entire bonus, and continued that for months and months. He almost didn't continue with CHP because he didn't feel like he was mentally stable because of the hardship that had happened. And if it wasn't for Plexus, you guys, we would have lost custody. My husband probably would have been a mental case at this point, and we would have never had the funds to transition from military life to civilian life, because what they don't teach you is how to save for that. They like, you get out, there you go, have fun, do it yourself. They don't give you that. They don't know how expensive it is to get out of the military. So because of Plexus, we were able to live on my income, pay all of our bills, get our second vehicle because I got our Lexus, or my Lexus. And yeah, he's went to work. We now get to see Dominic very, very often. In fact, he's with us now because we're able to fly him back and forth numerous times throughout the year. And if it wasn't for my extra Plexus income, we wouldn't have been able to do that. We live in a very expensive area in California, so we wouldn't be able to provide for our family the child support, all the things, if it wasn't for Plexus. So Plexus not only saved my health, but honestly, it saved my marriage and it saved my family. So when I was saying no, God was saying yes. And I didn't. Heck, we were all getting along. We didn't think that we were going to need a custody battle a year later. We thought we had a plan. God's plans were different, and he provides, and he puts things into perspective when we don't know it. So if you've been hesitant, whatever, just know that this was brought to you for a reason. It might not be like specifically for you, but it could have helped other people, just like Yvonne, just like Emily. Like, I don't know all of your guys' story, but my story is deep. My roots run deep with Plexus. So yeah, that's my little rundown. I'm going to do a shout out to our top 5 enrollers for April. So first, we have Scott and Emily. They together enrolled 21 people in April. Holla! Second runner-up was Riley Dennis. She enrolled 14 people by herself. And then we have Jessica Mulligan, I think is how you pronounce her last name, Hannah D'Antoni, I think, and we have Cece Salazar, and all 3 of them enrolled 9 apiece. So we had huge numbers and gains and stuff. If I remember correctly, I think we added like close to 50 in March, and we added like 320 people in April. So we quadrupled, like 5 times the amount. I don't know. It's too early for me to do math, but we blew up April, and I'm so excited that the promotions are running again in May. This type of excitement is what Yvonne, Emily, and I experienced when we first joined, and it was so fun to sit there and hit refresh a million times and have all these messages coming in. It's so nice to see new, fresh faces and new, fresh passion and fire. So I just want you guys to know that if we can do it, you guys can do it, because we were all in very crappy situations when we joined, and we have been in crappy situations since. But yeah, that's my story. Next time I'm picking the time and we're having margaritas. So Emily, go ahead and take over.
Okay, I'm here for that. How do you know that this isn't a margarita?
This is active because it's this early.
Oh my gosh. Did Holly just kill it? Tell Holly how awesome she is in the comments. Like, just take 5 seconds and just tell her what you just thought about that story. We haven't heard from her like that in a long time because she has been going through some stuff. And y'all, that right there just shows that you don't have to be like me. You don't have to be like Yvonne. You don't have to be like Jessica Ruckle. You don't have to be like Leah Weldy. You can be with whoever God has called you to be and have a freaking impactful story. And it's crazy. Y'all want to hear something crazy? I knew about Plexus before Holly. I actually had been following Diamond Melissa Eichenhorst for a very long time because she went to high school with my husband's sisters. And I watched her go Emerald in 7 months. And I was just blown away. And she's not old at all. She was like in her early 30s. And I was like, this old lady can do it. Why can't I? I was 24, all right? I was like, why can't I? And then I was like, no, been there, done that. So I actually did a makeup company before Plexus, straight out of high school from 18 to 21. It required parties and inventory, which we didn't have time for, let alone the money. And we went from place to place. So we lived in Hawaii. We lived in San Diego, we lived in Texas, we lived in Virginia, and we moved so much with the military. I lugged around this inventory for 4 years. I call it my network marketing baggage. Scotty's talking crap in the kitchen. He's like, yeah, girl. Because it sucked. Like, there was things in that luggage, in that baggage that I would never have used. There, I mean, there were shades of makeup in there. Like, I'm like, people aren't this color. Like, why do y'all sell that? And so I carried it around. I didn't need it. I wasn't going to sell it. So I put it all in a bag, had a garage sale. And this lady was like, how much for all that makeup? I said, 25 cents is yours. I've been carrying it around for 4 years. Take it. And when Holly started posting about Plexus, she completely nailed our behind the scenes conversation, because I literally thought to myself, bless her heart. And in the South, that is not a nice thing to say. It is like a, oh, what happened? What did she just get into? That's what bless your heart means, okay? And so I was like, Holly, no, not you. And I just started watching. I already knew what had been doing in someone else's life. A person I personally knew had gone to Emerald quickly. Like, I had been with that makeup company for 4 years, and I was just then qualified to earn a car, and it was just so complicated. I'm like, I don't got time for this. And I remember going to their convention and sitting there surrounded by people that had no interest in me. It was like every man for himself. And like, if you've ever been to a Plexus convention, how many times do you get hugged? Like, if you ain't a hugger, you become a hugger, because you're like engulfed by just love. And that's not how it was. So fast forward, Holly posting about this, literally going into the hospital on Facebook. You remember when you could check into places on Facebook? Well, about that time was when I met Holly. And so it's like, checked into ER, checked into urgent care. And I'm like, dang girl, like, what is wrong with you? And so I just kept following along. I would check in on her. I was in Texas and getting ready to have Sterling. And the guys were deployed, and Holly was back in California. And so I just watched her on Facebook. When I got on the Plexus website, it was 2 weeks before I joined. I was house sitting for my aunt's rich friend, that's what I call her, in this huge mansion. Like, it had a west wing, east wing, like upstairs, like fancy people. And I was watching her blind dog. So I was making money watching this dog, house sitting. Like, it's a really random story, but I had money and I had it saved up, and I sat on that for 2 weeks because I knew that money could pay for diapers and all the things. But I had this inkling inside of me that this was going to help me feel better. Most of you know this story, that I was prescribed Zoloft for postpartum depression, and it made me 100% worse. I would just sit on my couch and pick my split ends and just zombie out. And my mother-in-law was worried. Scott was worried. My mom would call me and be like, girl, you crazy. Like, you were straight up crazy. And they were really worried about me. I started working out like a crazy person 2 times a day. I was so dehydrated. I never drank water. I would drink like 7 Diet Cokes a day. Like that, literally all I would just sip on Diet Coke all day long. It was diet. It was healthy. Never ever even spoke the word probiotic up until 2014. And when Holly messaged me when she got that, congratulations on your new ambassador, she literally was freaking out. Like she was not dramatic enough. She was like, oh my God, I'm calling customer service right now. Like this was an accident. And I was like, no. But if you tell anybody, I will deny it until the day I die. And she was like, oh, okay, like I wish we had the conversation, Holly, because I was so ugly. I was just not nice. I was so skeptical. And I think sometimes when we get into other companies or we try something before and we fail, we just think that like this isn't our thing. But when you start something new, you start with experience. You've done it before. You're failing forward. Millionaires have multiple streams of income, and they've tried something over and over and over again with new experience every time. And that's why I think I just kind of ran with this, because I was like, this is different. I'm different. I'm a mom now. Like, I had a baby. I could do anything. Like, that's kind of how I felt. I started taking the products, and this is a really funny story. I ordered the triplex combo because I did listen, because I wanted to feel better. And I didn't get the triplex combo. Plexus shipped me Slim, Accelerator, and BioCleanse. And I kept it. I thought that was the triplex combo. And so I was taking these things and feeling pretty good. And I mean, it literally put a pep in my step. And 2 weeks later, I got ProBio 5 in the mail. And so I'm like messaging Holly, and I'm like, I think they forgot this, but I just got it. They're really nice. They shipped it to me. And I left ProBio 5 in my drawer for 2 weeks, like my bedside table. How many of you are like jaw dropping right now? ProBio 5 is life. You don't take it, you don't know. And if you know, you know. And it was in my bedside table for 2 weeks. So here I was around my like 45-day mark, started ProBio 5. And so around my 60-day mark, I had lost like 21 pounds. And this was fat. It was not like anything other than that. I was postpartum. I had the weight to lose, and I had a crappy diet. So I lost 21 pounds of fat. And I was like, okay. Which I'd already made one post, and it went down in flames. Holly and Yvonne, do you remember the nasty, mean comments on that post? I've never been more terrified of anything in my life. I was like, nope, not for me. These people hate me. They're going to come at me.
Hey, Emily, to interrupt you, you guys don't understand how every day, every time she would post about Plexus, like we would have to all go in and help with her comments. She had haters every single day. Like I think
for like months.
For a good year, right?
Until I was Emerald. Until I was Emerald. And it didn't stop.
Yeah.
It didn't stop.
Save her.
I literally was posting my before and afters. I was posting their before and afters. Anybody that joined our team that was having results, I was posting theirs. Like we were in our bras and panties. It's not like we were like sucking in and pushing out our stomachs. Like we were like naked on Facebook, and these people still didn't believe us. And I was like, okay, what are we going to do? And this was before Facebook Live. So I had made that post. Celeste Gwynn is our double diamond. I'm her level 4, just to give y'all some visuals. And she challenged all of us to make a video about why we joined. And I'm like sitting there like, I'm feeling cute today. I got my eyeliner on, and I put on a bra, a real bra, and I was in my kitchen, and Sterling's in his walker, like walking around behind me being so cute. And I'm like, this is like a cute, like I could. So I stood there like this with my phone before selfie sticks and all those for like 2.5 minutes. I was pitting, like legit sweat. And I was like, Holly, I'm doing this. I'm posting this video. And I told people why I joined. And that was when I realized people need to understand it in my words, not copy and pasted from the Plexus website, not an encyclopedia. I'm not a scientist. I just need to like, and not even dumb it down, because I'm not an expert. I don't have a PhD. I just needed my friends to understand what I was learning. So my first tagline was, I was just a mom, sick and tired of my boobs sitting on my fat roll. And then my second tagline was, nobody wants a beer gut with their beard. Do any of y'all remember that? That was 6 years ago. And I sat in my windowsill, and this was right after we moved to Virginia, and I had my ProBio 5, and I had like the best makeup I'd ever done. My hair probably looked like this. And I sat in this gorgeous lighting, and I was talking about poop. And that was the first video where other Plexus ambassadors caught the vision on our team.
Wait, what about your dub smash videos?
Oh, okay. So there was an app well before TikTok. Let me tell y'all real quick. We had an app called Dub Smash where you lip sync songs. And it was right around when like Plexus Edge came out. So Edge helps you with focus and energy. And it was this cute little bottle. And it was also the same time Lady Gaga released the song I'm on the Edge of Glory. But they didn't know that. I was just on the edge. So I was taking my edge and I would make these videos and be like, I'm on the edge of glory. And I would like post this like silly lip sync video and people would just like, they were probably making fun of me, but I didn't care. That was how I wanted to run my business, because you can't do that in a corporate brick and mortar building, right? It's suit and tie and curls and pearls. I didn't want that. I wanted to have fun. And so Yvonne did it and Holly did it and you guys started doing it and other people wanted to be a part of it. And so that's what we started doing. Like we started making silly videos, and then Facebook Live came out, praise be, because I had a lot to say at that point. But what y'all don't know, what some of you do, but a lot of you don't know, is Holly and I had a iMessage chat on iPhone. We still have it to this day. And we constantly spoke. If you're not talking to your upline like 4 times a week, yeah, you're not going to feel supported. You're not going to feel like you can do this. I had to be reaffirmed. That's my love language, words of affirmation. And then second is acts of service. And third is gifts. And then don't touch me and don't spend time with me because I ain't got time for that. But those are my love languages. And I had to be told constantly, ask Holly, like, tell me I'm pretty, tell me I'm awesome. Was that video good? Was that post good? I'm going to be emerald, right? And like every day, Holly and Yvonne showed up and they were like, you're going to be diamond. Like, I will never forget meeting Yvonne and going, we used to walk the track together and run. I would make her run and do burpees, but I'm extra. So we'd like be going and she'd be like, girl, you so going to be diamond. Oh my God, you so going to be diamond. Everybody, like, I've never met anybody like you, and you're so going to be diamond. That's my impression of you, Yvonne. It sucks, but go with it. And I was just like, okay, like I'd have no idea what that means. So in our group chat, I'll never forget asking them, or I took a screenshot because someone went silver, and I was like, what is this? How did she get $100? I need $100 before Scott sees that I've joined. Like, okay, write me out, okay? And so Holly was like, I don't know, but we're gonna find out. And then Yvonne was like, you add 3 people, I'm about to go silver, because Holly had joined. And we were like, oh, okay. And then I was like, well, then what's next? So we didn't have super silver then. So we went silver to gold. So I think it was day 30, I went silver, and I had 9 people enroll that day. So I set myself up for gold in my second month because I helped some of my girls go silver. And next thing I know, we're ranking up every single month, just like right now. Last month, we had people triple promote, because people want what we have. And when the confidence is low and you're not affirming that you can do this, freaking Jesus Soto from Mexico is 23 years old. He went senior Ruby in 35 days. Why not you? Why not you? You can do, like you can do it in Mexico, do it in Canada, do it in the US. I don't care, but I do care that you can do this. Like, it's just, I bawled my eyes out on Friday watching these y'all add people, and not just add people that were getting products so you could rank up, people that were making their first post, people that were promoting the same day they joined. It was madness. Yvonne was like, I stopped at like 6 p.m. I couldn't even keep up. There were so many emails and so many new welcome posts, and we were just like, ding, ding. Even this morning, we've already added almost 20 people this month. You guys are incredible.
Emily, what I was going to say is, let me tell you how crazy it was for our first year, because this is exactly what it felt like. What we experienced in April is what I felt like how it was for us our first year. And there's nothing wrong with pushing. I'm not saying this, but let me tell you, like when you push for a promotion, there's nothing wrong with that. If you need 5 more people, get them. Back in the day, exactly how April was, we went through that for the first year, every single month. Like, we couldn't keep up with the welcome messages, who added, who joined. We couldn't keep up how many silvers we had and how many people were going for gold. We would announce 3 golds, and another one would be like, hey, what about my announcement? We're like, oh crap, you went gold? I didn't know. Like, I'm sorry. But last month, like, we were in high momentum. If we kept up what we were doing like last month, you guys, when we woke up, when I went gold, senior gold, ruby, and senior ruby, actually up to ruby, I never pushed for a single promotion. Neither Emily didn't have to push for it, or Holly didn't. We didn't really start cutting down for promotions until I think I was going senior ruby and emerald, and I think we counted for Holly. But Holly woke up. I remember waking up one morning. I remember getting a text from I think Celeste when I went senior ruby. She's like, "You went senior ruby?" She was like, "You went ruby," and I was like, "I'm ruby." I'm like, it's 7 a.m. I just woke up. Like, that's how crazy to think how that's how it used to be, and that's exactly what it felt like last month.
Yes, and Holly double ranked. So some of you are going for senior ruby this month. Holly went ruby senior ruby in January of 2015, and I told them that was my first Super Saturday, and I told Holly, I was like, we're gonna be freaking emerald like in a month or so. Like the amount of people that were catching the vision and seeing that Plexus ain't going nowhere, and we're a debt-free company and a company with integrity, and they're just getting better. Like, I haven't seen anything get worse. Like, we just getting better every year. And sure enough, at my 8-month mark, I woke up on the 28th of March 2015 and I had 1,508 points. And I screamed so loud, my husband thought the house was on fire. He had no idea what happened. I knew I was going to hit it. He knew I was going to hit it. And we had already gone to the Plexus Lexus dealership. It's not the Plexus Lexus dealership, just Lexus. But we had gone to the dealership. Everyone there had not heard about Plexus. I was in DC, Washington, DC, outside of Virginia. And they were like, what is this? They were signing up because they were like, I work here and I don't drive a Lexus. Like, I want a free car. It was just so much fun. What you experience in April can be all the time. It doesn't have to be for other people. I know, I get it. I get that comparison. For 2 years, we went through some weird stuff as a team. And we have a new team now. We have new runners now. Leah Weldy, if you aren't in Kona, pigs aren't flying. I mean, girl, she sponsors some of the coolest people I've ever met, and I just adore them. And I don't think I even make money. Me, Holly, and Yvonne don't make any money from you guys because y'all are so far down in our leg. But does that matter? No, because I love this team and I love the people that I get to introduce. Like, I would have never met Leah if it weren't. Who is your direct sponsor? Is it Brooke or Leah? Who's your sponsor? You can message or unmute yourself. Who? Brooke Kleberger? Yeah. So like, I wouldn't have met you. I wouldn't have met Brooke if Lauren went. Like, do y'all see that? Like how it happens? We did this really fun post. Do y'all remember this, Holly and Yvonne, where we made a graphic? We used Pic Collage. Everything's obviously way more bougie now, but back then with our hot pink and glitter, we thought we were cute. We made these graphics that was like, Jen told Celeste, who told Kelly, who told Yvonne, who told Holly, who told me. And it was just, and people were like, oh, wow, like that's network marketing. For some of you that are like, I just can't go silver, I don't know anybody. It's not about who you know. It's about who God knows that he's going to use you to change their life. And then, yes, it will change your life too. And I just think it's so cool to witness this every month. And the people that get you to that rank aren't the ones that stay there sometimes. You're going to have new people that get you to the top. And I've learned that, and Yvonne's learned that, and Holly's learned that. And it's normal to have 2 likes on your post and to call your mama and be like, hey, can you go like this? Because ain't nobody coming to comment. Or the only person commenting is saying bad words to me. So can you help me delete this? Like, you know.
And I remember that phrase, since you just brought it up, Emily, about creating new teams. I think Melissa Eichenhorst is big on this, or Andrea Mitchell. Like, I remember them saying the team that gets you to Emerald is not the same team that's going to get you to Diamond. So I'm a perfect example of that. People come and go, people leave, people restart. And I'll tell you this, I've been rebuilding for a while now, and it's pretty much a whole new team. It's not the same team that's going to take me to Sapphire. It's definitely not the same team that took me to Emerald.
No,
so that's just crazy.
I'm going to do some shout outs now. I kind of strayed off because I got pumped up, but I want to do some shout outs. I know what's new, about the people that ranked up. I have never been more proud. You guys made me cry. And then so Diamonds will get alerts right before the next month of what's to come. And when I saw that they extended all the promotions, I just lost it. I mean, our company knows how excited we are, and they know how our world is just so weird right now. But here's the thing. People got a taste of at home working, and they liked it. And they liked having routine and dinner with their family. They like that they can share on social media and make a paycheck in 24 hours. And I think that is what we're seeing. But I also think this has been 6 months since the 99 welcome packs have counted for points. That's what it takes sometimes to see the fruit of your labor. We've all worked hard building relationships these last 6 months. We have done the Instagram things. We're still doing the Instagram thing. We are learning how to share stories and not salesy weird stuff on social media. And because of that, these are the fruits of your labor. Those conversations matter. Those posts that got crickets, but you got some private DMs, those matter. And that is why you guys, I mean, Tara Ruckel, she had 87 points or 78 points. I feel like I'm saying it backwards.
I had 89 points last month.
89 points in
Or
March.
in
March.
Yeah.
89. Not ranking her gold rank, not holding rank. I know a lot of us have been there. And she flew past it. You guys, she went senior gold. To be senior gold, that's 250 points. I'm not a math genius, so go ahead and subtract 89 from 250. Oh my gosh. Tara, do you mind telling everybody where your points actually ended? Because you went past 250.
Yeah. I don't know if this is spot on, but I'm pretty sure I ended at 278.
And
Yeah.
1 month, 30 days. OMG. I'm like, that's what Holly and Yvonne and I want you to know is like, this is what it felt like. For some of you that are like, that just won't happen for me. Bull crap. Bull freaking crap. Tara had those same doubts. She had those same thoughts. Jessica Ruckel, I don't know where your bubble went, but oh, you're right next to Tara. Same thing. I love what they shared in our Rockstars Me Plus 3 page. For those that are in there, you have to read it. If not, leaders, put it in your team pages so that they can. It starts up here, not on Facebook, not on Instagram. Starts right here. I can. Use me, God. Use me. Okay, I can. 37. Just a number, right? To re-rank diamond for me, that's 4,500 points. And every day, which my girls know that Zoom with me, I say this, 4,500 is just a number. And I say it just like that with my little dance. 4,500 is just a number. And you guys can do that too with a number that represents your next rank up. And it's so important to say nice things to yourself and affirm what's happening. People want what I have. People need Plexus. I work for a debt-free company. Like, it's so important to tell yourself these things, because when you don't, what happens? You go down the rabbit hole of despair. I'll never be a diamond. Why do I even order? My life sucks. My kids are annoying, right? You just go through all the emotions. So let's hold our thoughts captive. Speak nicely to ourselves. Tell our kids, if you have children, shoot, if you have dogs, I don't care. Tell your dogs. 250 is just a number. I know 35 people. I know 50 people. I'm going to help my girls go silver. Like, whatever you need to say a little chant and have fun. So I'm going to show the rank advancements from March. I'm pulling it up right now. That was me stalling, so my computer's not slow. And just a second as it loads. But I'm gonna start with my sideline sisters on Holly's team. These are Holly's other level ones. Christy and Sky, congratulations, you guys, on becoming stimulus bonus earners. That's adding 3 new level ones to your organization, and they earned $100 in 24 hours. You guys, I think Yvonne has the stats for that, but we had like well over 50 stimulus earners, well over 50. And Cece, I don't know if you're on, but congratulations on Super Silver. Oh, I see you, girl. Good morning. Congratulations. She went Super Silver. She has been a part of our team for a little bit. Holly, do you want to elaborate on that for a second? Okay.
I had to find my mute button. Yes, so Cece actually is Chris's co-worker's wife. And I met her and she's just like, yeah, let's lose some weight. She's a nurse. She's got a passion. She's the sweetest thing you will ever meet. But she had a lot of self-doubt. And she's just like, I'm posting, but nobody's doing it. And I don't want to be salesy. I want them to know that they work. But I'm not taking them all the time. So, and then she stopped ordering and this. And then she came back for a little bit and she went silver. And then she kind of went MIA. I mean, she got pregnant again. They bought a house. Life. life happened. And then I remember her messaging me. She's like, I can do this. What do I need to do to hit Emerald? I got my, and so then we started like calculating numbers and doing all these things. She's like, I want to be in Hawaii. What can I do? She's like, I don't want my wife to freaking work all these overtime hours anymore. I don't want her to do this. I want more family time, and I don't want to go back to work. I have my babies now. I don't want to do this. And I believe her other daughter is high school and like getting ready to go to college, or I can't remember exactly how old, but she's, you know, got a lot of expenses coming up, and she didn't want Jen to have to work all these overtime. So being an officer, you don't want your husband on the line. Like, you get it. They have to do the things that they do, but you don't want your spouse doing those things. Like, you want them home. So the less overtime, the more appearance. So she messaged me, she's like, what do I got to do? Let's do this. And so we started talking. She's been sending me her goals. She's been like doing this. She's like, I can't do it. I'm like, yes, you can do it. So then she got her first 3, and I was like, holla, girl, you did it. And she's like, I'm going to go for 6. I'm going to go for 6. And she's like, I sold another box. So we were just cheering each other on, like, all day, day. And she's like, I'm so stressed out. I need a glass of wine. And like, we just went back and forth. And then she messaged me. She's like, I got my 9th person. And I was like, girl, you're super silver. And I remember I messaged you and Yvonne, and you're like, super silver. And I was like, oh, super silver. I forgot about super silver, because we didn't have it I was gonna say we didn't have it growing up, but we didn't have it when, you know, we joined. So I forgot about it. So then I messaged her, told her. But her passion and fire is something like I haven't seen in a very long time. I know, Emily, you have a lot of rock stars. You have all your things, but my girls, Sky, Christy, and Cece, they want it. They have so much confidence, and when they put their mind to it, they can accomplish anything.
Mhm.
And I'm super excited for all of them. They all have different outlooks on life, but we all have the same passion and caring yellow hearts that just want to help everybody. And it was just so exciting when I told Cece how much she actually like made with all of her bonuses. She's like, what? And she sent me like a money emoji and like all these things. So now it's nice to see like this huge fire she's got lit underneath her, because she wants Emerald, and mark my words, she'll get it.
Oh yeah. That's how I feel about Hannah Kern. Hey Hannah, good morning. I'm just gonna shout you out real quick. You guys, it's really, really cool to have leaders on your team that you knew before Plexus. So Hannah and I were servers at Texas Roadhouse, and a little backstory. I left my husband. Scotty and I were on the verge of divorce. I was 21 years old, and I was living on my mama's couch. This was 3 years before I had Sterling and 3 years before Plexus. If you don't believe in God, and if you don't believe that God orchestrated all of this for my purpose, you're heavily mistaken, okay? I met Hannah, didn't talk to her after that for what, 2 or 3 years, Hannah? And it's not like we worked together every night. She lived in close to Austin, went to Texas State, and I was in Sugar Land, Texas. That's like, they're like 2-3 hours apart. And she would come in every now and then, make some money, and go back to college. And she was just so fun. I mean, if you know Hannah, you know she's fun. And I was like, who is she? Like, I just want to be her friend. And like, I was there to make money and to get my life back, because my husband and I were done, right? So I was just there going. And then she comes into my life. I was like, let's be Facebook friends. And that was years ago, y'all, years ago. When she became a customer of mine, I never pursued her. Ever. Do you have someone like that orders from you that you're terrified of? You're like, I ain't talking about this opportunity. I'm not telling them about Emerald. Like, heck no. That's how I felt about Hannah. She intimidated the crap out of me. She knew my shame and my past, and I just like didn't feel worthy to bring it up. I will never forget posting a very non-compliant status. Do not do this. I posted, who has $34.95 and wants to be debt free. This was the old membership fee. And Hannah commented, this girl. And I was like, I said, cuss word, oh my gosh. And I told my husband, I'm like, my friend Hannah, and he was like, this is what you say about everybody that joins. They're gonna be a rock star. They're gonna be this. And I was like, no, for real. She's gonna be amazing. And he's like, okay, good night. And like, whatever. And I'm like, well, I'm staying up. And so I messaged her. She'd been my customer for like 6 or 8 months. She was getting ready to get married, and had just been watching me. And she literally said to me, I just didn't think you wanted me on your team, because I never told her about the business. Y'all, She is a Ruby ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. That's $55,000 annually, over $1,000 monthly, because we worked at Texas Roadhouse, because of a really bad season in my life where God had me in that restaurant for a reason. People that you don't know right now are going to be a part of your life a year from now and on your team doing things you did not know. Okay. Hannah literally ended last month at $4.99. Does anybody know? Go ahead in the comments. Sorry, Hannah, I'm putting you out there because people need to hear this. Does anybody know? Put in the comments, how many points is Ruby? Go ahead, let's laugh together. And I want to share something that Hannah said to me. We were texting. Within 10 minutes, you're in my DMs. Yes, Ruby is 500 pay point. Okay, we had a new Ruby promotion. I'll get to her in just a second. But Hannah ended at $4.99, and she wasn't mad. She didn't cry. Maybe she did. She didn't tell me if she did. Maybe you had some tequila that night. I don't know. But she was like, "That's okay. I'm gonna be senior Ruby next month." And I was like, "Okay, like let's do this." Okay, like I was so excited. That's just the tenacity that Hannah has. That's the ambition that she has. For a long time, she's had people come and go from her team. People that show up and go gold and then ghost her. People that show up and rank up and disappear because of life, because of just really weird circumstances. And she shows up. And if you follow her on social media, you know. Her and Jake used to make these hilarious product videos in their kitchen with products. And they'd be like, "This is Mega X. And this is what it does." And then Jake would say something funny. That's her husband. And then she'd be like, "Yeah. Anyways," and she would tell the little fun facts. Like, she just went for it. She did not care. And maybe behind the scenes she did, but she didn't. She put up that front of confidence and just consistency. And that has paid off. She has been with Plexus for 5 years. She's a Ruby ambassador. And this month, I have no doubt that she can be senior Ruby. She had a gold ambassador promoted on her team. She had a super silver who almost was gold, like not very far from, like 5 or 6 people away. And because of her work, Scott's going to go emerald this month. That is the power of 3 and the power of consistency and just showing up. There's been plenty of times where Hannah could be like, "Deuces, I'm out." But she's loyal because Plexus works. And there ain't nothing like it out there, I promise. We've had multiple people come back to our team this last month that left to try other things. This is a volunteer army. Bye, Felicia. Go do what you got to do. And we've had people come back because Plexus is so different. So with that, congratulations, Hannah. You're going to be senior Ruby. I just know it. Everyone go tell Hannah how awesome she is in the comments. I'm going to pull up these ranks. So we're going to start with silvers. And if you are silver, go ahead and shout yourself out in the comment. But I'm just going to start reading the names of people that I have. Yvonne, if I missed someone, let me know. Kayla Gerhart, she joined the end of March and she went silver. Stacy Galvin ended like 2 away from super silver, I think. She joined the end of March as well. Ashley Jordan under Ashley Reiger. Shout out to y'all sponsor. She went silver last month, just joined. Ashley Jordan, if you're on, tell us when you joined because it was really, really, really quickly. Sarah Redmond under Hannah, I believe she went silver or maybe she's 1 away. Lauren Mitchell, if you're on, congratulations on that gold promotion. Holla. Sandra Fisher, girl, where you at? Hold on, where is she? Elvis, I see your name on there. That ain't your name. Chandra, am I saying it correctly? Chandra,
like Jackie Chan.
Oh, Chandra, that's a cool name. Can you just put a little something out there? Tell me what did going silver mean for you? And 2, did the advice your upline Hannah gave you work?
So
Answer them in
I mean,
order.
like everybody's like, you join this, like she was saying in the beginning, like you don't think this product's gonna do anything for you. You're like, sure, whatever, you know. Hannah reached out to me a couple of times about it, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I know how to lose weight. Like I'm a trainer. Like this is what I do. And then I had 3 miscarriages, and so after having 3 miscarriages, Hannah started sending me like people who've had infertility issues, PCOS, stuff like that, because the doctor didn't really know what was going on with me. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like I'll give it a try. I had some gut issues as well. She started talking to me about poop, and I'm just like, I have poop issues. If you don't have poop issues, congratulations, you were blessed with a good body. But we started talking about that. I started taking Plexus in believe it was December of 18, I think is when I finally decided to join. And not too long after, I became pregnant again. I wasn't extremely hopeful. It was a complete accident. I'd completely given up. I'd gotten rid of all my baby stuff. I was like, done having babies. I was like, I have a 3-year-old. I was like, I'm good. Like, done trying anymore. I don't want to go through this anymore. 2 weeks after I got rid of absolutely everything, it was like 7 tubs of clothing. It was like newborn to like 3T clothing, all of it. I was like, I'm done. 2 weeks later, hey, you're pregnant. I said, of course I am. Why wouldn't I be? I was like, but it's going to be a boy. It's going to be a boy. So it's fine. It's fine. And then I ended up finding out that it was another girl that we were having. And I'm 35 weeks and 2 days today. And I believe that Plexus has actually like helped me have this baby and carry this baby fully. I just went in for an appointment yesterday. The baby's already measuring 6 pounds, 10 ounces. With my daughter, she came out 5'2". I was told before I gave birth that she was going to be 7 to 8 pounds. She came out 5'2". She was in the NICU for over 2 weeks. It was a very terrible experience that I had in Florida as far as my pregnancy, which I didn't know. I was young. I was only like 23 at the time, so I didn't know. And after going through this pregnancy, I realized how everything should be, like doctor-wise. They quit doing sonograms about 28 weeks. They said, we don't do a sonogram unless we think that the baby's breech or something like that. And I was like, okay, you're the doctor, whatever. Come to find out, after talking to my OB here, is my placenta gave out. So my placenta wasn't providing for my daughter. And that's why she came out so small and ended up in the NICU. And then, so being on these products, I went in at 33 weeks for a growth scan, and the baby was already 5 pounds. So I'm like, this baby's about to tear me apart when I give birth. And, I went in Friday, yesterday, and she's measuring 6 pounds, 10 ounces right now, and I still got 5 weeks to go. So I firmly believe this is going to be a big, healthy baby, and I believe that it does have to do with Plexus and my gut health. And that, like, during this pregnancy is what's really helped me think that Plexus is so much more than what it is. Like, in the beginning, I just looked at it like everybody else looks at it. They look at it like it's freaking, it works, they prove it, and which I've tried all that stuff and never really did much for me. And, but it's more than that. It helps with so much more than that. And I've seen it help people with more than just weight loss, with more than just fertility and things like that. So that's what really started getting me to push this time around whenever we started seeing the 3-day challenge boxes. So I was like, well, we're in quarantine. I mean, I got the extra time. I mean, I might as well be on social media. I mean, can't do anything else. Ended up selling like 14 boxes, I think, for
Hold on. She just said like 14, like all casually, like 14. That's double digits. Everyone tell her congratulations. That's insane. That's insane. You have me like all the emotions over here. I'm crying. I'm laughing. I adore you. You are so cute. All right, keep going.
Yeah. So I sold like 14. Ended up signing, I believe, 6 ambassadors last month. One of them was not even one that did a box. It was just someone I had. And then once I started getting those, I was telling my husband, I was like, hey, I'm getting all these promotions. Like, I was like, I just earned a $100 bonus here for getting 3 people to join. I was like, if I get this, I get another bonus. And then I was never really open about taking Plexus with my husband, like, because I'm like, he's just going to be like, that's stupid because it's a man. What do you expect? And I was just like, so I never really was too open about it. And I really started talking, I was like, well, I'm getting this now, and now I'm getting this. And then now he's more interested in, he's like, well, what do you got to do to get to this? What do you got to do to make this? And so he's like a lot more interested, which definitely helps me in wanting to be more open about it on social media. He's been like liking and sharing my posts and things like that now too. And like, he's like asking me like, what do I got to do to get to the next level? So
yeah, he saw the fruit of your labor, like the data, the money. That's how Scott was too. Like, I know Jake was like that with Hannah. If your husband was like that in the beginning, will you share something in the comments so others that are not talking can read and hear that? I'm so glad you said that because it's so true. There are men. Some of the people at the top of our company are husbands. They joined before their wives. Jared Abar is one of them. Brenda and Delvin Martin are both diamonds. Rob Heffley and Jessica Heffley are diamonds. Coach Cuevas is a diamond. There are men that saw the vision before their wives, believe it or not. But just know this ain't just for girls. Like, if you don't follow Susie and Chris McCole, they prove it to you every day, like how men can be a part of this. And there's a hashtag Men of Plexus and hashtag Plexus Man Cave where you can see dudes doing this. So I would show your husband that and let him know, like, yeah, dude, it's legit.
Chris,
So proud of you. Oh yes, go ahead.
sorry, Chris was super skeptical because he didn't want me to do Plexus because I had done Herbalife like for 4 days, and I didn't sign up. I just took the shakes and they were disgusting. Sorry, probably wasn't compliant, but whatever. And he's like, nope, you're not doing it. And then whatever. Fast forward, we Yvonne and I won the Super Silver Star trip, and Chris still hadn't joined my team. He still wasn't like nothing. He was ready to freaking find like kids working in the background because he still was a skeptic. And we went to Arizona, and they freaking treated us like royalty, gave us money to spend while we were there, put us in this super fancy hotel. We went with Jake and Timmy Yancey, and at that point, I wasn't even confident in like I was senior gold.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was senior gold when I went. Yeah.
It was 3 or 4 months in. It was quick.
Yeah, it was quick. So I was senior gold, and I still wasn't confident in myself. So I didn't tell Chris. I didn't want Chris to join. I was like, no, it's okay. I'll just do it. And we'll just a little bit of money. And so then we went, and Jake and Timmy like set us straight. Jake's like, boy, you better get ready because your wife's about to bring in the money, and you better be okay with it because she's going to be working, but you're going to be buying all the things that you want, and you guys need to do this and blah, blah, blah. Chris joined on the Silver Star trip because Jake and Yancey's passion, and then we started going together. Chris hit gold like 2 or 3 months after that because he started taking off. But anyways, I'm just saying, to have a support team, to have somebody believe in you as well helps tremendously. But you can do it with a spouse that doesn't believe in you because you have the tribe of us that believes in you. And it's so important. Believe me, it's hard when you have marital issues to push past that. It's incredibly, incredibly hard. But know that you can have us to fall back to pour belief into you, because that alone, when you lack your self-confidence and you have somebody that truly believes in you and doesn't think of you as a number, they want you to be successful. Because ask Emily, ask Yvonne, even though we are at the top, it's lonely. Like, we want teams with us. We want everybody there with us. We want the money to impact their lives just like it's been us. Like, so I don't ever want you guys to think that this is like, oh, they just want us to do this, they just want us to do that. But it's not about that, like, at all. We want everybody to have the stories that we have. We want you guys to be able to get on here and be like, with this check, this is what it did for me, and help spread it out, because it's just an incredible feeling to be able to have all these things and be able to share it with all the people that you love and care about, and all those things. So
100%. So if you are not friends with Chandra, go add her on Facebook. I'm just so blown away. I'm going to keep going because we have more, and I know we've been on here an hour, so I'm going to go quick because I know Yvonne has to do some shout outs too. Tiffany Newman is at Senior Ambassador, Alyssa Desmond, Senior Ambassador, Tara Ruckle and Jessica Ruckle, Senior Gold and Ruby Promotions. They grew well over 200 points in 1 month. It's just sick. It's so amazing. Anna, I don't know how to say her last name. She's on Hannah's team. Echeverria, maybe? I'm going to pretend I said that right. Silver Ambassador. Tyson Jensen is now a Senior Ambassador. He's 1 away from Silver. Brittany Knit, Silver. Alma, I think, went Silver too. It just hasn't reflected yet. We have a new Erica Ellsworth, Tina Cole, both new Silver Ambassadors. Jessica Ledesma, Gold. I think I said that right. Heather Bowl, Gold. Who else went Gold? Kayla Giavarelli. That's a fun last name. She's Gold. Star Blanco, brand new Silver Ambassador. Kimmy, Silver. Sean, Silver. Layla, Silver. Maggie, Silver. Maggie, I see you on here, or she was on here. Congratulations. Claire and Sierra, you guys Oh my gosh, like this is just madness. I'm so proud of y'all. I'm gonna turn it over to Yvonne. She's gonna do some PV shout outs. We'll wrap this up because it's been long, I know, but we just need you guys to know how incredible this team is doing to build your belief that you can too. So Yvonne, go on and do your thing.
All right, shout out. So I'm gonna actually combine. Well, Emily was our top PV for the month of April, which no surprise, she had over 2,000 PV. But when you combine Scott Roberts' PV, they're looking at over 3,300 in PV together as a couple. Isn't that incredible? And another couple that was killing it together. By the way, you guys, those that know me more, I always butchers everyone's name. I am so sorry. But we have Sherry and Jason Seaman. Their combined PV together was over $2,000. Like, I'm assuming husband and wife, you guys are killing it. Mary, Mary W, I know you're on there. Your top PVer, Erica Ellsworth, Brooke, Brooke, I can never say your last name. Our other Jewel, girl, you're killing it. And I think, yes, her.
Where are you at? I don't know if she's on, but she's amazing.
But,
yes,
especially like having just had a baby and you coming up strong with that PV, that is incredible, girl. Kimberly, I know you're on here. You're killed it with your top PV. And Ashley and Lauren Smith, that's all the top PV. Maybe we could put it in the comments with this call, but we had so many of you guys over 500 PV, which guarantees you guys a 25% commission. So there's that. You guys, I know we're going to wrap this up, but I want to leave off with this, you guys. Just know, with April being such an incredible month, I have to give a shout out to two of my level ones. You know, they both had some obstacles in their lives, and where they were having issues, and I don't like to publicly talk about issues. Some people are more open about their issues, and some people are very private. And I am very big on this, and this is what I preach a lot. People act the way that they do for a reason. And I've had two girls go through some hard situations in their lives. And in April was their first time that I kind of felt like they were ready. They were all in their business. And I think it was just so satisfying for me to see them and many of you guys like overcome your obstacles, especially when you've gone through something bad or whatever's going on. I thought that was incredible to see. I got my girl Tiffany. She's been going back and forth with the business. She decided the last week of April that she was really going to do this and has come on in. And she started, it was just so crazy how she told me she was praying for something. She needed a change. And the next thing you know, inboxes were coming in about her plexus after she posted that, made her new plexus post. So I thought that was incredible to see. And Holly has been working behind the scenes and doing her own things. And I thought that was incredible to see all the accomplishments that she did last month. And me and her had talked and stuff. But Holly, I'm super proud of you. I know you're coming out of your comfort zone. And by the way, as you guys know, we usually let Emily be on the spotlight when it does to videos. I'll do it because I'm okay with this sometimes, but I've got to be in the mood. And Holly is very anti-against Zooms, anti-against videos. She hates the spotlight. She's such a yellow. And I know I'm super proud of her because last month she really, really pushed herself. And especially like tonight, I don't know about you guys, but she totally motivated me this morning with everything that she shared. And I thought, I'm super proud of you, Holly, because I know that was a huge thing out of your comfort zone. So other than that, you guys, I'm super proud of you guys. I can't wait. Let's wrap this up, but I can't wait to see May. I don't know. We're just going to blow it out of the water. That's all I know. I'm super excited for all of you guys.
Yes. Holly is my sponsor, and I can't imagine, like, I know how I feel when I have a rock star and I can't keep up. And she deserves all this credit for bringing me into this because none of y'all would be here. And she had major balls to do that because I was scary. And if it weren't for you finally listening to Yvonne and me watching you, we wouldn't be here. Like, it's just madness how it works. So I want you to comment in the chat what rank you're going for this month. I'm going to take a picture of it. We're going to do a drawing that right now. Everybody that is on live, Yvonne's going to pick a name, Holly's going to pick a name, and I'm going to pick a name just randomly because y'all are going to blow it up. So tell me what you're going for. Actually claim it, name it, say it out loud. If you have a piece of paper in front of you, we've done this before in the past. I want you to write on your paper and hold it up, and I'm going to take a picture, and that's going to be your accountability. So I'm going to write Diamond Emerald because I'm going to be Diamond, and Scotty is going to go Emerald this month. So you write what you are claiming in the name of Jesus on this Zoom because it is happening. Why do we have to wait? We don't have to wait. We know people. We can change lives right now. We have the tools. We have the products and the resources. Humongous things are coming next week that you will want. Your people are going to want. We have to believe in ourselves. So I don't think I can read mine, but I'm gonna steal my kid's marker and we're gonna hold it up.
All right, I'm gonna put the first person that I picked for as a winner tonight. I appreciate all of you guys. We just decided to do a random drawing. Stacy Galavan, you are my winner, so make sure you inbox me and I'm gonna send you a surprise gift. What it is, you'll just find out when you get it, so know that.
Mine is Maggie Ludwig. She's going for Super Silver. She's 2 away. Maggie, send me your address on Facebook so I can send you a special prize. And then Holly, go ahead and pick your person, and we're gonna hold up this and take a picture.
I am going to do Star Blanco. Is that how you? Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. So I will do Star Blanco. So make sure you send me your message or your address, and I will get something out to you.
All right, everybody say cheese. Fix those top knots. Adjust your bras. Whatever you gotta do. Here we go. On the count of 3. If you don't want to, your face. Yeah, I see you, RJ. Move that. Move that. Let's do like this.
I don't have a piece of paper, so you're just
Everyone say cheese. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. Hold on. There's a second page. I gotta do it again. There's like a bazillion of you on. All right. Second page. One more time, just in case, because I don't know who I got and who I didn't get. Say cheese. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Cool. All right. Thank you guys. Love you. Mean it. And I'll post these pictures on the team page. Have a fabulous weekend. I just can't even believe what's about to happen. Bye. Love you.